everybody, it's country artist Jessica Lynn, and here is my brand new Christmas single called It's Just Not Christmas. Happy holidays.
Snow is falling, what a beautiful sight. The lights are all strung up, they fill up the night. Your favorite record on the radio. If I could turn back time, yeah, here's where I'd go. I could ask for a present or two, that brand new sweater or a room with a view. But darling, what's the sense in wanting a thing when all I'm wishing for, dear Santa, can't bring? It's breaking my heart inch. Another Christmas without you. Everybody says that time heals all pain, but I'm still waiting for my heartache to fade.
Aww.
Oh, just
sad.
But like we said, what a lovely song just to listen to. Like,
Honestly, beautiful.
It's just one of those songs you could put on and just sit and listen to it, and it puts me in like a kind of in front of a fireplace with a whiskey, with a Christmas tree there kind of mood, you know?
Yeah, totally, yeah. With the lights down low.
Oh yeah, lights down, maybe a bit of snow outside, a little sprinkle here and there.
It's cold outside.
Dickhead.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved it. I really I particularly liked how the guitar picking, the guitar melody they've chosen kind of partners and kind of goes down the same path as the vocal melody. It just makes it a really easy to listen to and easy to follow song, which is important. I thought the guitar is produced well. You get the attack of the pick hitting, but also not the annoying high end, like the 6K of the guitar pick. So I thought that was taken away really nicely on the, probably just with, I don't know, whether like a dynamic EQ or just any old EQ would do the trick there, to be honest. And I didn't know if it was pedal steel or an electric guitar with a slider, but whatever it was, like we've spoken about sliding guitar on the show probably every week. And it's just another brilliant example of it.
It's obviously popular at the moment.
I just say it's one of those things that adds depth to a song.
Adds depth, emotion, interest.
And so does Jess's voice. Like, I've always enjoyed listening to Jess sing, and I thought this was exactly that. I think she performs and delivers the vocal beautifully. Particularly, I want to talk about the engineering of this song, because whoever engineered it picked the perfect mic for Jess's voice. It picks up all those lovely breaths and something that you can't. Of course,
emotions.
Of course, they've EQ'd it and they've brought up that air a bit, but it picks up the whole kind of range of her voice when she's speaking into the mic, or singing into the mic, not speaking into the mic. But just whoever engineered it, great job. Whoever produced it, great job. But Jess as well, what a beautifully delivered song. It puts you, her voice and her delivery and her songwriting put you in any emotion that she chooses for you to listen, like to feel. Just brilliant songwriting. Great Christmas song. Another twist to a kind of, as you said, like it comes away from the Christmas song normality.
Like the cheesy pop type stuff.
Yeah, and it brings you back into something, and just loved it. I really enjoyed the whole melody of the song, just really well delivered. And if I had a fireplace, I'd sit down and listen to it with a whiskey and coke, let me tell you.
Yeah. It's cool, like, because as I was listening there, I like cranked up and my headphones as well, and just got just lost myself in the sound. And I just love the intimacy of the track. Like, I think that's why like it pulled you to being in that space, like in the chair with the fire and the tree and the, you know, that kind of cozy feeling, because it was quite like a cozy, intimate mix, if that makes sense.
Definitely.
So like if the listeners are also listening, because you get a different obviously feel when you listen to music in your car. So you maybe won't get what I'm talking about if you're in your car, but if you're in like a set of headphones, I do recommend it because it's a really nice, intimate performance, and the kind of signal from the acoustic is like really wide but intimate, which I usually would really like. I think I'd struggle to get that balance, because when you push something out wide, sometimes you can kind of push it back sonically, but it still felt like right up in your face. And I just generally liked the sonic balance overall. It was a really well balanced out kind of production, with especially good balance, like you've already said, of the vocal, which, you know, was delivered very, very well. Like I even loved like at the very end when she did a kind of like a whisper word. It was almost like a big sigh, and like it would be so easy to just say like, oh, just sing that, but the fact that you can't really hear the word, but you just feel what she's saying and what she's singing about in that moment, that's everything for me, because it's not like she sang the note perfectly, but it was totally right to bring that end of phrase in that way. And I love that when you kind of get in that space in the studio and the vocalist and the producer work together to try and create that mood. You know, yeah, it really nailed it for me. And I think that builds a lot of where it takes the listener into that intimate kind of cozy zone.
It's just clever. It's just clever. You're using a natural kind of what we do without even realizing it in music. And like another great example of that is like when people talk in their songs, like Billie Eilish. She'll like sing a verse and then she'll just end the verse with like a, you know, just like 2 words that she just speaks, and it emphasizes like that she's just fed up. And the same with this.
You and me. Yeah, I know exactly what you're on about. Yeah, that's so true. It's so true.
Emphasis without having to sing.
Yeah.
Clever songwriting.
Quite right. Yeah, and I think listening to it, the only thing I picked up on was just a bit like, again, it was when I cranked up the sound in my headphones, just a bit of like guitar scratching going on. But I think that's, again, it's adding to the realness of it. But
what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Guitar scratching? Just
like the kind of, with the finger picking, getting some of the natural squeaks.
Oh,
and
okay,
the string squeaks and that kind of thing. So maybe, you know, hitting the kind of wood of the guitar as you're picking, you know, all these things. It's an acoustic instrument are going to pick up. I don't know really how you would fully gate that away.
I'm a
but that's really the only kind of imperfection that I saw. But I'd kind of be tempted potentially. I can imagine if I was in the box mixing it, trying to take it out, I'd maybe be very quick to put it back in. You know, because
I don't record, when I record guitar, I don't record with the pick, because every time I record with a pick, I don't know if it's my ears or I just cannot get rid of it. It's definitely something to do with my playing. I'll hit the wood of the guitar, and that kind of will come through underneath everything, and you can't really get rid of it. It's just so
you can't really.
Yeah, I mean,
subtle,
very subtle. I still think it's
very subtle.
I just like the song.
Cute. Number 1 fan.
Merry Christmas, Jess.
Merry Christmas. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you. And we're on to our final track. So we've been blessed with a lot of music in this episode.
We have.
God, I'm sweating in this Christmas jumper.
Christmas jumper. You know, in America, they don't call this a jumper, by the way.
Is it a sweater?
Sweater. Do you know what a jumper is here? I had to find out the hard. No. A jumper is like a dress.
A dress?
Yeah. So when I first moved here and I was like, I might wear a jumper today. People are like, is this guy serious? I'm like
Mate, there'd be so much that I would end up saying over there that people would look at me like, what the hell is he talking about?
dude, there's been so much. I've had to
That's
dull
nuts.
down everything
A
about
dress?
a dress. Yeah, it's a dress.
That's nuts.
They would not understand you if you said, I'm going to put a Christmas jumper on. They'd be like,
Well, I mean, I kind of think it's weird whenever I hear like, oh, I'm going to like take off my pants.
oh, yeah,
And
that's me too.
They mean like trousers. And to me and you, they mean like, no, they're getting fully stripped down.
I do. There's so much. For another time,
Mental.
we'll get into
Mental.
that. I've got some funny stories, but
For another time.
the
Maybe season 2.
yeah, maybe.